Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Woods. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go to work first. The last time these two met for the Apple Cup, it was the men in purple taking home the victory.
The Huskies took care of business, and they've dominated this series, and they kind of feel like they own this series. And the Apple Cup belongs to them. Washington State with a chance to prove them wrong today.
Washington normally has more NFL talent on the field, and I think that took over. That was the difference the last time these two teams played.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Williams looking for a man. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
In the red area, it's Bates. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think often
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here we go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. Finds room at the 10. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol. Grab behind the line. It's Otten. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds a little space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Calls his own number. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fires deep on the run. Got his man all by himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes the big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense in press coverage. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Williams will pass. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's McMillan. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Washington 21, Washington State 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The defense putting points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route. make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
That makes the score. Washington 35. Washington State 10.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the ground with the back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the catch, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Shakes off the defender.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That's reeled in. It's Green. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lawson. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Woods. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Grabbed over the middle, it's Freeman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Crosses midfield. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Was completed.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds his man. It's Green. Another great move. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Green. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Now on the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Quickly complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Green. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Williams looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Let's go! A run for the quarterback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here comes the two-point try. Trying to surge it in. Push down for the tackle.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Woods. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
Lofts one high and deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.